Hey everyone, Andrew Mitrich here, and today we're going to blow your mind with something that 90% of people get completely wrong about money. I'm talking about the simple habits that are literally keeping you broke, while others are quietly building wealth using the exact same income you have right now. We're diving deep into 9 money habits that separate the wealthy from the struggling. I'll show you the backwards mentality that's draining your bank account every single month, the secret rule that rich people use to pay themselves first, and why your smart saving strategy might actually be making you poorer due to inflation. Plus, I'll reveal the tax tricks that wealthy people use legally to keep more of their money, tricks your accountant probably never told you about. But here's the thing, and this might sound crazy, most people will watch this video, nod their heads, and then do absolutely nothing with this information. Don't be that person. The strategies I'm sharing today have the power to completely transform your financial future, but only if you actually implement them. If you're ready to stop living paycheck to paycheck and start building real wealth, then smash that like button right now and subscribe to this channel. Look, even if today's topic isn't exactly your biggest struggle, next week I might drop the exact video that changes everything for you. Don't miss out on that life-changing moment. Let me tell you about Sarah, a marketing manager from Denver who was making $60,000 a year, but somehow always felt broke. Every month she'd get her paycheck, pay her rent, cover her car payment, grab groceries, maybe treat herself to dinner out, and by the end of the month, she'd have maybe $50 left. She'd think, I'll save next month when things calm down. This went on for 3 years. 3 entire years of the same cycle. She was smart, hard-working, had a decent job, but felt like she was running on a financial hamster wheel. The breaking point came when her car broke down, and she had to put the $800 repair on her credit card because she had zero emergency savings. That night, Sarah sat in her kitchen staring at her bank statements and had what she calls her financial wake-up call. She realized she was paying everyone else first, her landlord, the car company, restaurants, stores, but never paying herself. She was making other people rich while staying broke, so she flipped the script. The very next paycheck, before paying a single bill, she moved 10% straight into a separate savings account. $600. It felt scary, but she did it. Then she paid her bills with what was left. Here's where it gets interesting. And this is the part that will shock you about human psychology. Within 2 months, Sarah's brain had automatically figured out how to live on the remaining money. She started meal planning, found a cheaper phone plan, cancelled subscriptions she forgot about. She didn't feel deprived. She felt empowered. Fast forward 18 months. Sarah had saved over $10,000, paid off her credit card, and started investing. Same job, same income, completely different financial reality. The only thing that changed was that she started paying herself first. Now let's talk about this game-changing concept that transformed Sarah's life, paying yourself first. This isn't just some feel-good advice. This is the fundamental difference between how poor people and rich people handle money. And once you understand this, you'll never look at your paycheck the same way again. Most people follow what I call the broke person's payment system. They get paid, immediately start paying everyone else, rent, utilities, car payments, credit cards, that random subscription they forgot about, and then, if there's anything left over, they might save it. Spoiler alert, there's never anything left over. Rich people do the complete opposite. The minute they get paid, they take at least 10% and immediately move it to savings or investments. They pay themselves first, then figure out how to live on the rest. This isn't a budgeting trick. This is a complete mindset shift about who deserves your money first. Your brain is incredibly adaptive. When you force yourself to live on 90% of your income, your subconscious mind becomes a money-saving machine. It starts looking for ways to cut costs, finds better deals, eliminates waste. You become more creative and resourceful with your spending because you have to. But here's what most people don't realize, and this is where it gets really powerful. When you pay yourself first, you're not just saving money. You're building a psychological foundation of abundance. You're telling your brain, I'm worth investing in. My future matters. I deserve to keep some of my own money. The magic number is 10% minimum, but if you can do 15 or 20%, even better. And here's the crucial part. Treat this like a non-negotiable bill. You wouldn't skip your rent payment, right? Don't skip paying yourself. Let's talk about the second wealth killer that's probably sitting in your wallet right now: debt addiction. And yes, I'm calling it addiction because that's exactly what it is. We've normalized borrowing money for everything: clothes, dinners, gadgets, even groceries, and it's financially devastating. Here's my golden rule, and I want you to write this down. If you can't afford to pay for something with cash right now, you can't afford to buy it on credit. Period. I don't care if it's a $20 shirt or a $2,000 vacation. If the money isn't in your checking account, you don't buy it. Credit card companies are not your friends. They're designed to keep you in debt because that's how they make their billions. The average credit card interest rate is 22% annually. Let me put that in perspective. If you have $1,000 on your credit card and only make minimum payments, you'll pay over $2,000 total and take years to pay it off. But here's what's even more insidious, and this is the part that keeps people trapped forever. Every dollar you spend on interest is a dollar that can't be invested in your future. That 22% you're paying to the credit card company could be earning you money in the stock market instead. The psychology of debt is brutal. When you're constantly paying other people, you feel powerless. You're working to make credit card companies rich while your own wealth stays at zero. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a giant hole in the bottom. Breaking free from debt isn't just about math. It's about reclaiming your power. Every debt payment you make is you buying back your financial freedom. And trust me, once you experience the peace of having no debt, you'll never want to go back to that stress again. Now let's talk about something that will give you more peace of mind than any meditation app ever could: having a real emergency fund. I'm talking about 3 to 6 months of expenses sitting in a separate account, ready for whatever life throws at you. Most people think they can't afford to save for emergencies, but here's the reality check: you can't afford not to. Life happens. Cars break down, people get sick, jobs disappear. Without an emergency fund, every unexpected expense becomes a crisis that forces you deeper into debt. But here's what's really beautiful about having an emergency fund, and this is the part that surprised me when I first built mine. It's not just about the money, it's about the mental freedom. When you know you can handle a financial emergency, you sleep better, you stress less, you make better decisions because you're not operating from a place of fear. So how do you build this fund when you're already living paycheck to paycheck? Remember that 10% we talked about earlier? That's your starting point. Every dollar you pay yourself first goes toward building this emergency buffer until you hit that 3 to 6 month target. I know it sounds like a lot, but think about it this way. If you make $4,000 a month, you need $12,000 to $24,000 saved. That might sound impossible, but if you save $400 a month, you'll have it in 3 to 5 years. And once you have it, you can redirect that $400 toward investments and wealth building. The psychological shift is incredible. Instead of living in constant anxiety about money, you start operating from a position of strength. You can take calculated risks, pursue opportunities, and build wealth because you have that safety net underneath you. Here's where everything we've talked about comes together into a wealth-building machine that can change your entire financial future. Once you have that emergency fund in place, it's time to make your money work for you through investing. And this is where the real magic happens. Most people make one of two critical mistakes. They either wait too long to start investing, or they focus only on saving without ever learning how to grow their wealth. Both approaches will keep you financially stuck forever. Here's the truth that wealthy people understand. Saving money has limits, but making money is unlimited. You can only cut your expenses so much, but there's no ceiling on how much you can earn through smart investing, side hustles, or growing your career. The stock market, real estate, starting a business, these aren't just for rich people. They're tools that anyone can use to build wealth over time, but you have to start. Every month you delay investing is a month you're losing to inflation and missed growth opportunities. And here's something that will blow your mind about taxes. The wealthy don't pay more in taxes because they're patriotic. They pay less because they understand the legal strategies that regular people never learn. Investment accounts, business structures, tax-advantaged retirement plans, these aren't loopholes. They're legal tools designed to help you keep more of your money. The beautiful thing about building wealth is that it compounds. Every dollar you invest today is working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's earning money while you sleep, while you work, while you're spending time with family. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Don't let them down. Hit that like button if this video opened your eyes to new possibilities, and subscribe because next week I'm revealing the exact investment strategy that turned my friend Mike from a broke college graduate into a millionaire by age 35.